Solids have definite shape and volume. Liquid have definite volume but not definite shape. Gases have no definite volume, not definite shape, and thus have no surface. Intermolecular attraction is weakest in gases. Diffusion is fastest in the gaseous state and slowest in solids. Gases are easily compressed while liquids and solids are not. Molecules are closely spaced in a solid, hence, a solid is not easily compressed. Matter may be classified into elements, compounds, and mixtures. An element is composed of atoms of the same kind. Most of the elements, upon burning in oxygen, form oxide. Metal forms metallic oxide or basic oxides. Non-metals form non-metallic oxides or acidic oxides. Acid solution in water turn blue litmus red. Alkali solution in water turns red litmus blue. When an acid reacts with a base, a salt is formed. Heat is a form of energy. Substances expand on heating and contract on cooling. Solids expand the least and gases expand the most. A thermometer uses the expansion of liquids to measure temperature. The SI unit of power is watt. 1 watt equals to 1 joule per second. 1 horsepower equals to 746 watt. A body of mass m moving with velocity v has kinetic energy equals to Ke is equals to half mv square. The energy possessed by a body due to change in its position or shape is called potential energy. Coal and petroleum are the two important natural and non-renewable resources of energy. On destructive distillation, coal produces coal tar, coal gas, coke and ammonia. Petroleum is separated into different fractions by fractional distillation. Biogas or gobar gas contains about 65% of methane. Other constituents of biogas are hydrogen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Methane is also known as Mars gas. The compounds containing carbon and hydrogen are known as hydrocarbon. Some examples are methane, CH4, ethane, C2H6, etc. Natural gas is a mixture of hydrocarbons, but it comprises mainly methane, it is about 90%. Petroleum gas is a mixture of ethane, propane and N-butane, but it is mainly N-butane. Petroleum gas can be easily liquefied under pressure, and in the liquefied form it is commonly known as LPG or liquefied petroleum gas. Coal is also known as fossil fuel. The difference between the direct and alternating current is the direct current always flow in one direction, whereas the alternating current reverses its direction periodically. In India, the frequency of alternating current is 50 Hz. Alternating current of electric power can be transmitted over long distance is without much loss of energy. Electric fuse wire is made of pure tin or made up of alloy of copper and tin. An ammeter is a current measuring instrument. A voltmeter is measuring instrument of potential difference. Silver is the best conductor of heat, followed by copper and aluminum. Lead and mercury are the poorest conductors of heat. Silver and copper are the best conductors of electricity, followed by gold, aluminum and tungsten. The impurity of sand and rocky materials present in the ore is known as gangue. Stainless steel is an alloy of iron, nickel and chromium. Solder is an alloy of lead and tin. There are 22 elements which do not behave like metals. These are known as nonmetals. Rust is mainly hydrated iron 3 oxide, that is Fe2O3.XH2O. It is also called ferrosulfuric oxide. When the surface of a metal is attracted by air, water, or any other substance around it, it is said to corrode, and the phenomena is known as corrosion. Diamond is the hardest known substance. Brass is the constituents of copper and zinc. Bronze is the constituents of copper and tin. Magnesium, constituent of aluminum and magnesium. Hydrogen is the lightest element. A compound is made by the combination of two or more elements in a definite proportion. A mixture is formed by mixing two or more substances in any ratio. A molecule of compound is made of atoms of different kinds. An element is represented by a symbol. A chemical formula is a group of symbols representing the different elements constituting a compound. A chemical equation is a symbol representation of a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the reactants are written in the left hand side and the products are on the right hand side. In a balanced chemical equation, the total number of atoms of each element on the left hand side is equals to the number on the right hand side. 1 calorie is the heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree centigrade. The joule is the standard unit of heat energy. 4.182 joule equals to 1 calorie. Specific heat of substance is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree centigrade. Water has the highest specific heat. Change of states takes place at definite temperature. The temperature at which a substance changes from the solid to the liquid state is called the melting point. The number of joules required to raise the temperature of a substance by 1 degree centigrade is called its heat capacity. Heat is transferred from a hotter body to a colder body in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. Transfer of heat stops when the temperatures of the two bodies are the same. Solid transfers heat to another solid in contact with it by the process of conduction. Metal like iron, silver, copper are good conductors of heat compared to wood, paper, and glass. Transfer of heat in a liquids and gases takes place by convection. Transfer of heat from hot body to a cold one without any medium in between is called radiation. We receive the heat from the sun by radiation. Dark objects are better absorbers of heat by radiation than bright objects. They also emit radiation better. The brightness of a source is measured in foot candles. There are luminous and non-luminous objects. The moon and the earth are examples of latter. Objects are transparent, translucent, or opaque to light. Shadows are formed when light is blocked. Eclipses are a play of shadows in the sky. Never look at the sun or a solar eclipse directly. Light is observed or scattered by objects. According to law of reflection, the angle of incidence equals to the angle of reflection. A plane mirror produces a virtual image that is literally inverted. The image is of the same size as the object. Law of reflection in a plane and spherical mirror are the same. Spherical mirror has a focal point. Image produced in a spherical mirror can be smaller, larger than, or of the same size as the object. Sound is produced when objects vibrate. The larger the amplitude of vibration, the louder is the sound. The higher the frequency of vibration, the higher the pitch. The human ear can only hear sounds of frequency between 20 to 20,000 Hz. Some animal can hear sounds of frequency higher than 20,000 Hz. Sound needs a medium to propagate it. It cannot travel in a vacuum.